This is my speech on Ebola, my informative speech. My first take was 5 minutes and 25 seconds. My second one was 6 minutes. The third one was 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Here's my audience with me. See? And there's 4 people. Okay, so today I'm going to inform you about the widespread outbreak of Ebola in West Africa. So I'm going to cover where it was affected, how it's being prevented, what to do if you see someone with Ebola, and basically where it comes from and some symptoms. Okay, so according to the World Health Organization, it was stated that this was the first or the worst Ebola outbreak in history. I have a graph here which depicts showing all the other ones. So this is 2014. These are all the other ones that happened in the past. There have been a larger amount of deaths compared to the ones that have survived. Okay, so it went from New Guinea over to Sierra Leone, around the Liberia, and also went to Senegal. So if you look at the map, I'll spread it out. The ones that are highlighted in green are the cases that happened in the last 21 days. They're blinding me. As you can see that there's a lot of them in Sierra Leone. So according to an accurate count that I found online, as of February 25th, in Uganda, there have been 3,200 reported cases and 27 total deaths. Liberia, there was 9,200 cases and 4,057 deaths. In Sierra Leone, there was 12,000 cases and 3,530 deaths. So in total, out of all of them, there was about 24,000 deaths, and about 24,000 cases, 9,700 deaths. So that's about as accurate as I could find. And there was also 4 cases that were found affected in the United States. The final patient what was released and cleared was actually on November 11th. The first case was reported on September 30th. There was 3 cases in Dallas, Texas, and there was 1 reported in New York City. The person that died actually came from Liberia, and he died within about, I think he died on October 24th. But all other people have been cleared. So there aren't any current cases in the United States. So the CDC has issued a warning level 3 to avoid any essential travel to West Africa, which basically means the only people who go there are the ones that are helping out with the medical care and everything of the patients. They also have issued essential screenings, health screenings at each of the airports like JFK, there's one in Washington, there's a few other airports across the country. And they're issuing a Ebola kit to check to make sure that all people, if they've been traveling to West Africa, they can check themselves over the 21-day period to make sure that they don't have the disease. The actual disease itself, it comes from bat populations. It circles around in the, okay, I have a little paper here if you look at it. It first starts in the bat populations, but they don't know how it's spread. Then it's transferred to other animals or to humans through bite contact, which then a human can get it, and then the humans spread it usually through saliva, other secretions from the body, and then that's why they recommend that you sanitize all surfaces. What you really should look for, the main symptoms are you can get fever, you can have headaches, there is muscle fatigue, there is throwing up, diarrhea, vomiting, and one of the major ones is the abnormal hemorrhaging, but that actually only occurs in 50 to 60% of the cases. According to CNN News, actually, over 50 to 90% of its patients usually die from Ebola. This particular rate of it, or mortality rate, is actually 60% for this case, so it's not as high as it usually is. When basically you want to actually protect yourself, you want to make sure that you have to know that it heads through the mucous membranes, which includes the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, and also your vaginal, anal areas, so which can spread through sweat, saliva, fecal matter, blood, urine, semen. Basically, if you come in contact with anyone who has Ebola, they want you to make sure you wash your hands, sanitize all surfaces. You should discard of any of the patient's belongings. It also tends to spread very quickly in hospitals due to the fact that everything is, everyone is handling everybody's things. They're touching their linens, they're touching the surfaces, so it'll spread quickly. It's not airborne though, it's just through secretions. So in conclusion, Ebola is a serious disease because it does kill 50-90% of its patients. Just make sure that you sanitize all surfaces. Do not handle patients or anyone who has Ebola's belongings, and make sure you sanitize everything. Just wash everything, and avoid traveling to other countries that have the disease. So